I am fully aware of how many scenes I skipped through in my episode 2 and 3 video. And I had planned on doing one big video to break down both episodes, but the new episode drops in less than a day, and there's just too much to cover. Like I said before, there's just so much to talk about, so much I want to talk about. So probably in between every episode coming up, I'm going to go back to episodes 2 and 3 and progressively cover more stuff. So today I'm going to be talking about Durin and Disa from episode 2, specifically episode 2, not episode 3, not going into that today. This season it seems as if Durin and Disa have fallen on tough times. Durin's working in the mines now, and he's struggling to swing his hammer, and he's getting blisters on his hands because I guess he's just not used to working in the mines. And so some of the dwarves start mocking him for being such a pussy.
Throwing blisters, I see. No shame in it. Even I've had them. When I was 5.
Because they blame him for their sunroof collapsing.
Our fire mountain awoke.
The ground shakes it produced, spread through the bones of the earth, collapsing our sun shafts.
And with them, our ability to grow crops.
It's his fault we're in this mess.
And now they can't grow crops.
Every garden has withered since the earthquake.
And so now everyone's instantly starving.
This rye tastes like last year's bread.
It is last year's bread.
We ain't had nothing but maggoty bread for 3 stinking days.
Why can't we have some meat?
And this doesn't surprise me because people in the show tend to be extremely incompetent when it comes to managing food supplies.
Where's the rest?
That is the rest.
We'll have to cut rations again.
Just to be clear, she is suggesting to ration 5 potatoes between the population of every village in the Southlands.
Every village from here to Rodruin.
Imagine trying to ration 5 potatoes between only the people we can see in this shot alone. 5 fucking potatoes, that's all they could gather an entire night.
We make for the Elven Tower at first light.
They're so, it's so stupid.
What do we eat?
Potatoes.
Find a way.
How?
I don't know.
Not plain enough to see that.
Bronwyn may have been a terrible leader, but she will be missed. R.I.P. Bronwyn. So anyways, the bully dwarf lightly slaps him in the face.
It's his fault we're in this mess. And his father. Eh?
So Durin snaps back with this line that I thought was pretty badass.
Lay your finger on me again. I'll bite it off at the knuckle.
But then his bully immediately calls his bluff and makes him look like a dumb little baby. The only way he could have looked even more like a baby is if he was wearing his bib. So yeah, it turns out Durin's a pussy.
The dog may bark at the moon, but he cannot bring it down.
So that's basically Durin's story this episode. Now let's talk about Disa. Disa is afraid because she can't hear the mountains anymore. And if you're wondering how I know that,
We can't hear the mountains anymore. I'm afraid, Durin.
this line helped me understand that Disa was afraid.
I'm afraid.
Ironically though, it doesn't seem like she's doing much listening. The only time she ever tries to communicate with the mountains is when she's screaming. And the only time we actually see her hear the mountain is when it's about to collapse. And I'm pretty sure I could feel an earthquake too. I feel like that's not that difficult. I feel like you don't need to sing to rocks on a daily basis to be able to do that.
This is the first time that you will see resonating in its purest, strongest form.
Wow, so pure.
Us as resonators, singers, we've completely lost our power.
So here's my fan theory, maybe Disa's not that very good a listener.
Disa?
So my suggestion would be maybe to shut the fuck up. What if you could just shut up, Disa? Just shut up and listen with your ears. So when she's referring to not being able to hear the mountain anymore, that's what happened. She yelled and the mountain didn't like it. What a surprise. How could anyone not enjoy this sound? I just don't get it. So anyway, Disa collapses the few remaining sunroofs that they had with her yelling.
Disa.
But luckily she has Durin to remind her that they are dwarves.
We're dwarves. We'll find a way. We always have.
I love learning about the virtues of the races of Middle-earth through pseudo-emotionally driven dialogue.
We're Harfoots.
There's one thing we can do, I warn. Better than any creature in all Middle-earth. We stay true to each other.
Take their wheels and leave them.
No matter how the path winds, or how steep it gets.
Our laws are clear. Any harefoot that breaks them is to be decaravaned.
We face it with our hearts, even bigger than our feet.
I'm hoping we eventually get these sort of speeches for the elves, men, and orcs too.
Nordinen.
We're orcs. We eat maggoty bread, drink grog, and take care of our babies. Because, to the best of my knowledge, they haven't done it yet. But yeah, I can't wait to see how the Durin Disa plotline plays out for the rest of the season. I guess we'll see. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, because I'm gonna keep making videos. And if you didn't like the video, then I guess that's your opinion, but I have my own opinion, and my opinion is that I like my video. And that's that. Alright. I'm Medium Beetle.